I don't think our work is going to be successful at all without IMS standards. The case standards are essential to helping us look at the competencies we have in post-secondary education, aligning them up with K-12, but also helping our post-secondary faculty develop competencies that are mappable to what their colleagues do to what other institutions do.
Sure, the IMS standards make a difference because we have a benchmark. If we were just out there making up our own rules, then our technology wouldn't play. But most importantly, it assures us when we're dealing with vendors and partners that there's some consistency and we can be assured of interaction, which is the real key, because at any given point I'm probably dealing with 8, 10 vendors and they have to mix and match.
I had trouble at first seeing what the state role was in an interoperability standard, especially when it's point-to-point or vendor-to-vendor, until I realized that we are not only just a state department, but we are a state, meaning that every district in the state has every person in the state has a vested interest in making sure that every student in the state gets the best educational opportunities that we can.
IMS standards have a huge impact in Volusia County because it simplifies onboarding with new vendors. Whenever there are changes to roster needs, it's actually pretty quick to make those changes. When it comes to troubleshooting, because I only have to really focus on one set of roster and files or roster and tables, to troubleshoot those problems is a lot quicker than me going to the specific vendor's files and trying to figure out what's being sent and everything that way too.
The IMS Global Standards are an essential and critical part of our innovation framework and our new learning ecosystem. I think for IMS the challenge is not only making the connections and creating the interoperability. I think the next challenge is especially to look at the role of data, how you integrate data, and how you, for instance, you can exchange assessment data in a better way. So that's I think the next challenge for IMS.
As we look at where we're going with artificial intelligence and analytics, you can't help but be excited about where this can go.
IMS standards play a very crucial role in this journey, and I think their role is very valuable. For example, when we look at the content interoperability, we are leveraging standards like QTI, IMS Common Cartridge, or LTI, which really helps you move your content between different platforms and also helps you consume content in different ways.
It still boggles my mind that the knowledge of IMS global work sometimes is some campuses just don't know about this, and it is also surprising to me still where we receive RFPs that don't refer saying, and your product should subscribe to appropriate standards where applicable or something, just to, even in the loose terms, to hold the suppliers accountable for making products that are not monolithic, certainly not monopolistic.
We have asked all of our providers to become certified and to utilize the IMS Global Standards. In fact, we've made it a requirement through our RFPs and through our procurement process. And that's one of the things that we're checking, because we want to make sure that all of our teachers and students have a seamless user experience, and we can also use data in a smart way.
You know, we have an important mission. You know, helping learners and helping teachers is terrifically important, and the commitment is there, and you can feel it.